Multnomah County's just elected sheriff has also been police chief. That gives him a perspective on law enforcement that few people in this town have. That makes Mike Reese an important part of where we live.
My work is centered around keeping this community safe.
There's a new sheriff in town, Mike Reese, who was Portland's police chief between 2010 and 2015. The voters chose him to replace former Sheriff Dan Staten, who retired in disgrace. Reese's priorities:
gang and gun violence in our community. We're also interested in a more collaborative response with social service partners around homelessness.
Reese was police chief during rocky times at the Bureau. He took office shortly after a police officer shot and killed Aaron Campbell in 2010. Campbell's family got $1 million settlement. In 2012, the U.S. Department of Justice launched an investigation into police use of force against the mentally ill, leading to sweeping reforms for the Bureau. Reese retired in 2015, but those experiences influenced Reese's approach to his new job.
We're going to be completely transparent about our use of force at the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. Too many of our police officers are coming into contact with people with severe mental illness. We have to have other resources in place while also protecting our community.
As sheriff, Reese is now in charge of the jails. A recent report shows blacks in Multnomah County are treated more harshly than others in the criminal justice system, up to and including incarceration.
Well, I take disparities in our criminal justice system very, very seriously.
Mike Reese looking to restore credibility to an organization that many say had been lost.
Where there's gaps, we're going to close those gaps and change our policies.
And as you know, Sheriff Reese was appointed to the job after Dan Staten left, and then he had to run for re-election again. He also, before the election, he campaigned actively against Measure 26-183, which would have made the sheriff an appointed position instead of elected. It failed overwhelmingly. Now, Reese says being elected makes him accountable to the community instead of another elected official. We'll be right back.